I want you to imagine something. Let's do a little thought experiment. What if, for just 5 seconds, the entire blanket of air around our planet just disappeared? What happens in that tiny window of time is stranger and way more violent than you probably think.
Just like that. In a single instant, everything changes. The pressure, the sound, the light, the very way our world works. This isn't a slow leak, it's an off switch. One moment, everything is normal. The next, we're living on a completely alien planet.
So, what's the very first thing you'd notice? It's not what you'd expect. It isn't the fact you can't breathe. Not yet. It's the sudden, total assault on your senses. The world as you know it just gets switched off.
Just look up. That familiar blue sky? It's gone. Instantly replaced by the cold, black vacuum of space. You see, without an atmosphere to scatter sunlight, our sky's just black. You'd see the stars, clear as day, even at high noon. And birds, with no air to hold them up, they'd just fall. It would be a deeply unsettling, terrifyingly quiet sight.
Along with the darkness comes this absolute crushing silence. Sound needs a medium to travel through, right? It needs air. Without it, every sound on Earth, every car horn, every voice, every whisper of wind just stops. The world would become a silent film, and that silence would be absolutely deafening.
So, while you're trying to process the darkness and the quiet, the planet itself starts to react. And this is where things get truly catastrophic. The very surface of our world begins to explode. And this all comes down to a wild concept called flash boiling. You see, the only reason our massive oceans stay liquid is because of the immense weight of the atmosphere pressing down on them. Take that pressure away, and the basic rules of physics here on Earth get thrown right out of the window. And here is the truly mind-bending part. You don't even need heat. In a vacuum, the boiling point of water drops to a staggering -60 degrees Celsius. All of a sudden, our normal, temperate oceans are superheated, way above the point of boiling. The result is immediate, and it's global. The top layer of every single body of water on the planet erupts into a massive, expanding cloud of cold steam. This isn't a gentle simmer. It's a violent explosion, as the world's oceans literally boil away into space.
So, that's the planet. But now, let's zoom in on you. The chaos on a planetary scale is one thing, but what's happening to your body in these 5 seconds? Well, it's not good.
It's a rapid, systematic failure. First, the pressure inside your ears is now way higher than the zero pressure outside, so your eardrums would instantly rupture. Then, your lungs. You have two very bad choices. Hold your breath, and they'll burst. Breathe out, and the vacuum just rips the rest of the air from your body. Either way, you'd pass out from lack of oxygen in about 15 seconds, but you only have 5.
And just like that, the 5 seconds are over. You might think the worst has passed. You would be wrong. The return of the atmosphere is, by far, the most destructive part of this whole event.
Let's just run through that terrifying countdown. At second 0, it's gone. By second 1, the sky is black. Second 2, the oceans are exploding. During seconds 3 and 4, your body is failing. And then, at second 5, the atmosphere snaps back. This is not salvation. This is when the real destruction begins.
All that air, we're talking 100 quintillion tons of it, doesn't just gently float back down. It slams back into the vacuum, creating a single, planet-wide shockwave, a concussive force unlike anything imaginable. This isn't just wind. This is a solid wall of air hitting the entire surface of the planet at supersonic speed. Anything still standing, buildings, trees, all of it, is just instantly flattened. The pressure spike would rupture your eardrums for a second time, followed by a sound so loud it's just incomprehensible. A truly global cataclysm. So, the world is in ruins, but amidst the unimaginable devastation, we do have to consider the administrative fallout. You see, by removing the atmosphere, you also remove the ozone layer. And that is a serious breach of international treaty. The Montreal Protocol on substances that deplete the ozone layer is actually one of humanity's most successful international agreements. It explicitly forbids the kind of, let's just say, atmospheric shenanigans you've just engaged in.
And so, the inevitable consequence of your actions isn't just the end of civilization, it's paperwork. Assuming there's anyone left to write it, or a postal service to deliver it, you can expect a very sternly worded notice for your violation.
But all jokes aside,
This thought experiment reveals something pretty profound, right? We exist in this incredibly fragile, delicate balance, protected by invisible forces like atmospheric pressure that we take for granted every single moment. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other invisible forces are quietly keeping our world together right now, without us even noticing?